Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me see if any of y'all are up and when y'all come into the live. Let me just see. Good morning. I'm still in bed. Yep, I hadn't even brushed my teeth. My wig is off. I hadn't even had anything to drink yet or nothing. Good morning, but I want to talk. Good morning, guys. If you are new to the channel, if you come by and you so desire, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button, and it's something else. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and hit the notification bell. Deep laners, I need y'all guys to comment. I know y'all are used to, and for the ones that do, thank you so much. What's up, Jerry Wilson? What's up, Cole? Joe Collins. What's up, Ace? Good morning. It's always the men. Y'all are so faithful. Good morning. I'm doing good. I slept well last night. As you can see, I'm still in the bed. Y'all see my beautiful sipping paint mural up there right above my vanity. She's so beautiful. She's been up there about 4 years. No, I slept good last night. Well, I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't necessarily toss and turn, but I got too much sleep. What's up, Mr. Man? Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. I got a little bit too much sleep last night, so when I woke up, I would, hey, Ace Daddy. I would grab my phone and, get on social media and listen to AI sing some beautiful love songs. I'm telling you. I was like, Lord Jesus, that is AI. And all of this and all of that. That's what I did. Yep, I had too much sleep. I ain't even gonna lie. Daddy is not me, just say it. What you mean? No, I know that's not you, Ace Daddy. I'm sorry, Ace and then Ace Daddy. Yeah, I see the difference. Y'all hit the like button. How y'all doing this morning? Just waiting for some other folks to come in here. Are y'all going to church today? Like, what's going on with y'all? Are y'all church people? Because I want to talk about, just got here from after our bar. Fixed me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What? You was partying last night. I can't even tell you the last time I went out and partied, honey, because I don't know. There is no date on it, okay? I hope you had a good time. I was waiting for some moderators to come through here. Because listen, first of all, I love the conscious community, right? I love y'all. But I promise y'all, I got something to talk to y'all about. And I need y'all to talk back to me. I should have put it in the caption, but I didn't put it in the caption. Do y'all know conscious community people? Do y'all know people who say, and I say it too, that I am low vibrational, that I'm healing my traumas, doing my shadow work, people who know that the Bible is a whole lot fake, you know what I'm saying? The colonizers did too much, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, knowing that it's not a history book. Do y'all know them kind of people? Like the conscious community. We conscious as fuck. Okay, thank you. So I got a bone to pick with y'all. I'm serious. And I need y'all to tell me the truth because I just got off of TikTok. And for the first time, there was a panel there, and I was listening to them talk, and they said what I've known and what I think about MAGA and the government. They've been listening to Facebook, TikTok, Periscope, Instagram. They've been listening to y'all. They've been listening to the conscious community for years. the government, the white people. Even I believe the elites have been listening to y'all. I believe that the government has been listening and they've been reporting back to the elites. They've been listening to everything that you guys have said. They've been listening to just everything. They've listened to the information about the Anunnaki. They've been listening to Billy Carson. Can y'all copy the link for me so some people can get in here? Because this is going to be a deep conversation, to be honest with you. Okay, so my thought is this. I said to myself, the conscious community is a whole lot responsible. I feel like 95% responsible for what's going on in Washington with these crazy ass white people. I'm not lying. I'm serious. What's up, Flavor and Flo? I'm serious. The conscious community is, and I'm saying I love the conscious community because I consider myself as conscious too, but I'm kind of new to it in a way because my awakening has been a little different. Like my path has been a little different because I come out of organized religion. I was a fundamentalist for sure, Pentecostal church to be exact. Okay, so my deep study into religion, is there enough room in how you know it's a king size bed? Rico King, good morning. So my deep studies my deep study took me outside of the Bible. Okay, grand rising to you. And because I saw a lot of things in there, because I really did read and study it. I really did. And that's where I saw that God ain't, that's man. It's man wrote, man made. It might have some ideas in there about God. And some people that wrote were spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And in tune with spirit. And so some of the things in there are spiritual, yes. But all them commandments and all that stuff that God said and all those rigid rules and dogmas, those are people, men that wrote. Okay. So the conscious community have been talking about the Anunnaki. They've been talking about, you know, the YT men and all of that stuff like that. And they've been talking about the black people being on top again. And y'all done scared the hell out of the white folks. So when I was on the TikTok maybe about 15 minutes ago, they admitted it. The people on TikTok admitted it, that the government and the elites have been listening to them. And by them listening for the last 5 to 10 years, they've done all this stuff to suppress black and brown people. Okay? I'm telling you, the conscious community started this. They've manifested. Oh my God. The conscious community has manifested this, y'all. I'm serious. And now all of a sudden, you know, they've taken a lot of conscious community content creators off of these platforms, you know. They've gotten rid of them because we don't own this stuff. This stuff don't belong to us. We don't own Facebook. We don't own YouTube. We don't own TikTok. But there are some black-owned apps, social media sites that are being born, which I've got to find and get into because just in case, you know, something happens, I want to always be on the internet and have a voice. But the conscious community, look like the sun is out. Yay, because it was cloudy all day yesterday. But look like the conscious community, they have started this shit. Just know I know my bed size is my baby and what's for breakfast. I can't stand you, Rico King. I really can't. Yeah, it is a California king. And what's for breakfast is, I don't know. I got company in there in the living room. They slept on the couch in there. So the house is going to be wide open in just a little bit. I think they're gonna be up soon. But anyway, yeah, I can't stand you. You are crazy. But I need some conscious community people on this live. I guess I need to do a panel. Because I could call my son Omni. He's a content creator. Omni, I could call Bruce McPhail. He's been on the channel before. But I need a conscious female. So listen, if there are any, I think some of the ladies that visit my YouTube, some of the other content creators or subscribers that be in my chat, anyone that's saying goddess or goddesses, any one of y'all, I need y'all on the panel because we need to talk. I need y'all to understand that what we're going through now, not the Christians now, because the white people won't never scatter the Christians. The government won't never scatter the Christians. It's the conscious community that they're afraid of. The people that are woke, y'all started this. Y'all started this, y'all. I'm serious. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a real thing. They have been listening all this time. Y'all know that the YT people are paranoid. Y'all already know that. They're suspicious that any minute all of the black and brown people in the world are going to jump at them, and that's what they think anyway. And then y'all been doing all this damn talking about the Anunnaki, and so I need some well-informed people. I got another person that I could call to the panel that I know if he's willing to do it or if he has time. But I know all men. I don't know any women. Let's see. Do I know any women from the conscious community that I talk to? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. Any woman that says Grand Rising or Ashe, that she wears her hair completely natural type thing, and she calls men kings. Like, I don't know of a woman like that personally. Is there anybody in my chat like now? Or anybody that come through here that's willing to come up on the panel? Because we got to talk. I'm telling you. Oh my God, y'all. And this thing is, ain't no need to turn around and act like it's not happening. It's not going to rewind itself. It's progressive. It's going to move forward. I'll be there, shorty. I'm picking up some paper plates. Rico King, shut up. Good morning. So look, I'm calling out for conscious community females, okay? I need y'all in the building. Okay, if I already know you and I don't realize that you're from the conscious community, please reach out to me and let me know, because I want to do a panel and I want to talk about it because y'all started this. And I want to know what y'all think about that shit. Y'all started it. For real, for real. Y'all got these damn YT people scared to pieces. Can y'all thumbs up the live, please? Thumbs up the live, please. Thumbs up the live. I just heard too on TikTok that America and Israel are two countries that just passed a law that are saying that people don't have the right to, or the what they call it, the privilege to food. Like, and I don't know what that's about, or child, it's just so much going on. I swear. These people, the elites, and these folks that's making these decisions, they are so out of touch with reality. They are so in the woods. They are just crazy. They are just crazy, y'all. It's just a lot. And so I do know that the conscious community, can you do a subscribers only live one day? Well, we about got that now. We about got that now because the trolls are not coming in, because I think YouTube is kind of, you know how they do, y'all. They do me like that here and there. Well, where we stop, having people being able to come in. But yeah, I could do that. I could do that, Rico King. I'll do it soon. I'm actually trying to do well when we do the StreamYard. That's pretty much like a subscribers only mode. Technically, yeah. But yeah, these people are wolf child. The conscious community is not listening to what the government is saying for the most part. It's like they're saying what they're saying. The government is listening to them, but they're not listening. Conscious community is not listening back. And the government has never been afraid of the church because the church is asleep for the most part. The church is sitting around waiting for Jesus to come back, or they are denying or basically saying that um, they're just in a bubble. You know what I mean? They're not willing to do any work, to do the real work. I was looking at a TikTok in where was it? Where was it? Was it Europe? They were in Europe, and there are thousands and thousands and thousands of black men that were marching like military, but they were not. They had on regular clothes, and they were marching um, in the streets, like in the city part of whatever city in Europe. And it was a white guy who was holding the phone, and he said, "Look at this foolishness," in his English accent. And I was like, Lord, black people be going through all over the planet. Also, I've been listening to the content creators who've been saying that, y'all, there have been so many lies told, right? So I don't know if y'all realize that everything that's been hidden, everything that's been done in the dark, every lie that's been told is being exposed. Right? And that means with people that you know, individuals, it means systems, it means governments, and it means spiritual literature. Lies. Whether the lies are told on the television, lies are told by the government, lies are told by family members, or lies are told by literature, all lies are being exposed. And that's one thing the Christians don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to acknowledge that their Bible is not authentic. They don't want to acknowledge it. They will do anything to keep from, and that's why everybody, just in case you want to know, that's why everybody is saying that they are asleep. They are not awake. In order for you to be awake, you've got to know the truth and be willing to look at things as they are. You cannot say, oh, this was good enough for my mama. This was good enough for my grandma. It has to be good enough for me. No, that is not good enough. It's not good enough. I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and she was telling me about her church, or no, a church that she and I know of. And she said the church they don't even have a children's choir anymore because there are no children. So the people are not coming there, and the people that's been there for years, they're old as dirt. And so it looks like the ministry will die. But see, that's going on in all churches everywhere all over the land, especially the fundamental churches, because a lot of people have waken up to the truth, and they are in there like rehearsing a screenplay, and it's a steady rehearsal of the same screenplay, and everybody knows all the parts, and everybody knows what's going to be said. It's like watching a rerun of a particular show on television, and you rerun it 3 times a week. That's what it's like. I just don't know what to say this morning, but these are my thoughts. And YouTube just gave me the notification that I'm live. Isn't that crazy? So maybe some more people getting ready to come in, because I guess y'all are sitting here. Can y'all copy the link? Oh my God. Ooh. Do y'all lay down so much that your damn back get to hurting? Oh my God, because that's what's going on with me. Oh my God. Anyway, we need y'all to send some super chats. Send anywhere from $1 to $5. Y'all remember that time I was on live and somebody sent me $500? I believe they sent me $500 twice on one live. And then somebody sent me 200, and then Michael used to send 100 all the time. Those were the days. That's when I was fighting the banner people. But we don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore. So I guess I'll get up and maybe get up and cook some breakfast. That's what I'll do. Because y'all don't want to talk. Y'all just listening to me talk. And even though I could talk and keep on talking and talk for 2-3 hours if I wanted to. But anyway, my focus of this live is to let y'all conscious people know that y'all started this craziness that's going on in Washington. Y'all started this. What's that man name? I didn't see your text. What you say? Access to road. Why are you lying? There's no text here from you. Don't do that. Because I'll block you. I don't see a text. Don't do that. What's that crazy man name? All the black people went over there. What was his name? They put him in prison. I sent one about the church. Well, just resend it because I don't see it. Everybody's free to believe whatever they want. Is there a God or not? Well, when y'all die, y'all will find out God has already spoken himself real to me. No, I think you misunderstood. See, and that's the thing about being a church person. It don't take much intelligence to be a church person, and you prove that by your comment. See what I'm saying? I did not say that God wasn't real. In your mind, you think the Bible is God. See how you just did that? That's what you think because that's what the church told you. In my mind, I don't see the Bible as God. That's what you think. You think that that book is God. That's what you think. So when I say that it's not authentic, then your brain tell you that I'm saying that God is not real. And that's not what I'm saying at all. See what I'm saying? This is the problem with the brain damage that happens through religion. Religion causes brain damage. And you just proved it with your comment. I'm telling you. When I say church, you think I'm talking about God. But I'm not. When I say Bible, you think I'm being negative about God. But I'm not. That's a book. The church is an institution. It's a corporation. It's a business. See what I'm saying? That's the part, and this is the language that you guys don't know about. You just don't know because it's really sad. It's really sad, right? Because these churches all over the land, they don't speak like Cheryl Grabowski. You know, people ask me to open up a local church. People still ask me to do it. They said, Cheryl, I said, well, what you think we're going to do in there? They said, we don't care what you do. Just open it up. We just want to listen to you talk about how you view the church, the Bible, and what that is. It is not God. It's a book. The building is not God. It's a building. What's up, Remington Page? Good morning. Good morning. I guess you like that. Don't go to no church. I don't go to no church. Most preachers I've met aren't real, but the word of God has already come alive in my life. Some of it, you don't know all of it. As if any other book that comes alive in your life, you still are holding on to an idol. That's idol worship. Did you not know that? You calling that book God, and you saying because of that book that you know God, you found God in that book instead of God in your soul. You still are on a journey, and I hope you make it to where you're going. Good to hear my voice. Thank you, Remington Page. Good morning. I'm here. You might as well call me the enlightened one. Okay. You know, it is what it is. He don't understand, that person don't understand that when you give that book or any other book that much credit, it itself has become a, a object of an idol. We don't do that over here, darling. Bless your heart. But anyway, yeah, the church doesn't use that. What would it seem like if I opened up my own church and I stood in the pulpit and I said, "Good morning, beautiful people. We're going to have a life class this morning, and no, we're not going to talk about the Bible, because y'all don't read it anyway." That would be funny. But yeah, the conscious community, y'all are responsible for this. Y'all got to take credit for this. Billy Carson, I love Billy Carson, by the way. Um, Billy Carson and them got to take uh, they've got to take responsibility for this. They have freaked the YT people out. When they say that the Anunnaki is coming back to Earth, they are coming back here to straighten out everything. And so this is my idea, right? Let me just go on and make, whether it's Jesus coming back to the earth, whether it's the Anunnaki coming back to the earth, all of this is just energy. It is not, yeah, access to Rome. Okay, so I agree with you when it comes to that, right? So they are already here, but they not in the form of big tall beings that look like a predator or anything. It's the energy. And maybe the Anunnaki came back in the energy of the black people that's been on all these social media sites talking about the truth. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of what the conscious community has been talking about for years, me being a former indoctrinated Pentecostal member and preacher, is true. It is very true. A lot of what the conscious community talk about. I don't agree, though, with the conscious community right now as Washington shows its ass now and has gone crazy and caused so many people anxiety, doing the most. You know, different groups of people say, "Oh, well, we don't," it's just everything is anti-black and brown. So I don't agree with the Anunnaki, or no, the conscious community say we don't give a fuck, because that's what they're saying. I don't know. If y'all are on this live, you don't know about the conscious community, let me just tell you what they're saying. They're saying they don't give a fuck. That's what they're saying. They're saying they don't care what Washington does. They can stand on their head and flop their feet back and forth and turn purple and green and have a tongue like a lizard. They don't care. They're not giving them any of their energy. Just what they said, because I had a conversation with a couple of them. They're not giving the YT people, Washington, and all of them, their energy to create what they want. So what the conscious community is saying, I don't know if y'all know, but listen, they're saying that when the black and brown people get upset, they're saying that when the black and brown people, what do you call it? When you get in the street and you rally and you do all of that stuff right there, that same energy is what Washington and the YT people, they need that energy to do what they need to do. So they are trying to siphon. This is what the conscious community is saying. The YT people, the government, Washington, is trying to cipher the energy from the black and brown people. And that energy is exactly what they need to bring to pass what they want. So what they're saying is they fuck them and they're not giving them any of their energy. That's what they're saying. My concern is, well, what happens when they come for you? What happens then? Like when they come physically for you? Because ICE is a real thing. Those are real people. They have been given real authority. And they are really growing in numbers. What happens when they stop dealing with the immigrants and they start coming for the conscious community? Or do y'all not think that that's going to happen? What then? So does the conscious community have a plan at that point as to what they're going to do when the YT people in the government come for them and us? What happens then? Oh, no. We're not talking about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ ain't got nothing to do with this, baby. That's a fallacy. It's not real, okay? So, no. What's up, Owen? No. Jesus Christ ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. Because Jesus Christ, no. The Christians are not. Matter of fact, Jesus Christ is supposed to be in the Christians, and the Christians are asleep. They don't want to have anything to do with it. They're not warriors of any kind. No. Everybody know that the Christians don't have no power. No. The Christians are asleep, and they go to air conditioned churches and sit there flat and some fat asses on pews and listen to Bible stories. They're not. When ISIS come for them or any other group come for them, they're gonna be the first people that die. The Christians. No. So please leave, because we're not having a conversation with you. No, the Christians are not a part of this. No. They're not going to do anything but go to church. That's it. They are asleep. They are no good. They don't have a purpose. They're not a part of this. This is between the YT people and Washington and the conscious community. Christians ain't got nothing to do with this. Please don't come in the chat. No, Christians go to church. They are asleep. And Christians be on YouTube doing the most. Christians be on YouTube doing the most and all that. Christians are having Christians ain't ready. Christians is not a part of this. Please don't come in this chat. I swear. Because they are asleep. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. No. Christians are waiting for their Savior. They're not a part of this. Now, let me tell y'all something about Jasmine Crockett. Lord have mercy. So there was a video, and I shared it to my Facebook, and we're going to watch it later on today, hopefully. But Jasmine Crockett was going off. Oh, my God. She said that Congress don't have courage. And they are trying to pass a law right now in Texas. And it's something terrible, Jasmine Crockett said. It's a terrible thing. She said they're going to win this battle. That's what she said. But she said they will not win the war. And she's standing there as one mid-sized black woman. And she got way more courage than all the black men Christians. I'm telling y'all, Christians are standing in the way. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't understand. It's so sad. Okay, let's get these people out because these look like trolls. Goodbye. Y'all go to the next live stream. See you later. Okay, goodbye, because you shouldn't speak. If you're not from this country, then ain't no need for you to say nothing. Okay, because I'm not talking to you. Just like I'm not talking to the Christians. I don't know why the Christians come over here listening, because I'm not talking to them. They don't know what's going on. Number one, they following the program. They got brain damage. They cannot get outside of the services at the church. It's so annoying, Lord Jesus. And I say Lord Jesus because it's a habit. But I don't mean it like that in the way they mean it. But anyway, no. I'm talking to the conscious community. Can y'all please? Roland Martin is live right now. Lord, what he gonna be talking about? We talking about no, and then somebody down here said something about some right and wrong. Let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. Right and wrong ain't got shit to do with our society right now. Morals and values, right and wrong, is out the window. They don't care. They're taking health care from babies with cancer. They don't care. They have, that administration has no empathy. They don't have what their Bible says that they're supposed to have. They're supposed to love the widow and take care of the poor. But instead of doing that, they're taking money from the children. These are, what do they call it, white nationalists. These are Christian, God knows, Christians just got a bad reputation at this point. Anyway, that's what's going on. Those are all the current events. I'm going to have to get a panel. I'm going to have to, in order to have this conversation, Jesus. I'm just going to lay here for a minute and make money and be quiet for a minute. I should have put the caption up here. All right. Christians ain't got nothing to do with this. They're not no good. They're asleep. They're waiting for Jesus to come and do what they're supposed to be able to do. That's number one. And number two, they're in denial. All right, let's get rid of that. I don't know why you still here listening. Sir, that's commented. I don't know why you still over here listening. Christians, and then, Lord have mercy. If they use, the Christians use some of that hateful energy that they got, if they use some of that, then they might can help the conscious community. They might. But anyway, y'all. Let me go make me some parsley spring water. Wait a minute. The ingredients goes as such. Spring water, parsley, fresh cut up ginger, lemon juice or lime juice, I got both, and cayenne pepper. That's my tea. Yup. Conscious community, where y'all at? Y'all started this. Let the truth be told. I guess the Anunnaki started it in y'all. Do you want to be blocked? Sure. You want to be... I keep removing your comment, but you keep commenting. So I guess I'm going to have to block you. I guess you a Christian. Are you a Christian? Huh? No real Christian 100% for God voted for Trump. I don't understand. Okay, well, why you keep talking then? Well, why are you talking junk when I'm talking about the Christians? If you a Jew. Why are you even discussing America? Are you in this country? The evangelicals, the evangelicals have partnered with the Christian nationalists. I want the black Christians to understand that, because I don't think they really know. The evangelicals, which were supposed to be white Christian people who love all people, who have been worshiping with the Latino Christian and the African American Christian and the Jewish Christian and all, they no longer are doing that. They have partnered with the white nationalists. Okay? That's what has happened. The white nationalists, which is basically the Ku Klux Klan. Thank you, Miss God. Thank you, girl. She said, keep talking, sis. I need you to come up on a panel with me. I need one of y'all conscious women to come up on the panel, because, listen, the white nationalists, the evangelicals have partnered with the white nationalists, and they all are together. And so it's 3 tiers. You got first of all, you got the white nationalists, the evangelicals, and then the Ku Klux Klan. They're all together now. The black church don't understand that. They're not with them any longer. They're not with them, okay? We talking about all the big dogs. Before Carlton Pearson passed away, some of y'all need to look him up because you might not even know him. But before he passed away, he was so bewildered. He was so let down. He was very saddened. And he's been in ministry. I think he had been in ministry 50 years. And he grew up in a time where black churches and white churches were together. And he lived, came into these days. And when he saw what was going on, oh my God, he's had a lot to say about that. No matter what wonderful woman, God loves you with all his heart, and he is real, and he cares about you. First of all, God is not a he. So stop calling God a he. The white man turned God into a he. All other religions, except for the Abrahamic religions, have always called God a she. God has never been a he. God has never been a he. God is a she. That is a white man's concept. You see how I talked about at the beginning of the live that everything has been twisted and all of these things are lies. Man is not the head. God is a woman. Okay? Every seed in the womb, the woman's womb is a seed. Okay? Men don't have the seed. They never had the seed. They only fertilize. You understand? And every fetus is female until around 10 weeks, when there can be a distinction and it turn into male. But every man is a woman, and all men must tap into their feminine energy or the feminine so that they can get rid of that toxic masculinity. And all of that is in the 5D, and it's in the real world. See, everything that was twisted gonna be made straight. God is not a man. He never has been a man. Okay? Now go on somewhere. And you got to learn. Now you get ready to get blocked. Y'all Christian zealots, don't come up in here because you've been lied to. All my people that I love in my life that are Christians, y'all have been lied to. It's sad. And you so scared because the glue that holds the lie is the fear of the hell. That is the cementing glue that holds the lie. Y'all women have been mistreated so bad, and you ask yourself why. Why have women been mistreated so bad? Because you believe the lie that the man was the head. The man ain't never been the head. God is a woman. Y'all got to learn. You guys have got to learn. King James in there. First of all, they painted Jesus. Let's talk about Jesus. They turned Jesus' face into the face of a white man. Everybody knows Jesus wasn't white. That's the first thing. Okay, the black Christians just gloss right on over there. Well, sure, that ain't no big deal. It don't matter what color he is. It does matter. It matters because of the integrity or the lack of integrity of the text itself. The person that edited and put the book together took the most obvious thing, a person that lives in Africa, because Egypt is Africa, and turned that person white. Not only did he do that in with the appearance of Jesus, but he did it with the authority of Jesus. He did it with everything. He made man the head, and man is not the head. I'm tired of black Christians. I'm tired of you going to your universities and your theology degrees there, the books that you study in the colleges. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, my phone died, honey. My phone died. I had to plug it back up. Grand Rising. What's up, boss man news? Boy, we had some news going on this morning, honey. We was on the road. Let's get back to it. Let's go right back where we were. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Now, happy Sunday morning, by the way. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. Let me tell y'all something. I'm in bed. And yeah, I'm in bed and I'm relaxed. I ain't even got up and brushed my teeth yet. So, I had to do my due diligence this morning. Um, Flavor and Flow, what is your problem? Why you keep on but anyway, so now there is a horrific edit. There's a horrific edit in the Bible, okay? Everybody glosses over it. Okay, so they turn Jesus' face white. The same people that presented that African book, Jesus Christ, the African book to everybody, they turn the brown man's face white. They call that whitewashing. That is an edit. Now, I've been talking to y'all about what King James and his entourage did to that Bible. I've been talking to the Christians. Okay? I've been talking to y'all. And I told y'all that. So we go to the most simple thing, to the most obvious thing. All right. So we're talking about integrity when it comes to scriptures. Integrity is everything because we're looking at the man in the mirror or the person behind the edits. EDITS, edits. Why would you turn an African person and make them white? Why would you do that? Now all white people, woohoo queen, hello. Now all white, check this out. Now this is just like the black church is sleep and in some type of brain fog. The white church is retarded in this way. Now, that whole book comes from Africa. All of the people over there in the book are Africans of some sort, black and brown people. The Ku Klux Klan have took the Bible and whitewashed it, and now they're in a delusion that everything that the Bible says, they took out all the brown people out of their minds, and they made them white, and they took all the powerful positions and said that this is them. Now, and then now in 2025, we still say that that book is authentic. The white Ku Klux Klan, the white nationalists, and all of them, they are crazy as hell and mentally ill. Now, the black church is too, but in another way. Now, in 2025, you got millions and millions of people who do not have this brain disease. This is a brain disease. This is mental illness on both parts. It's on both sides. You got the white people, they done turned all the black people white. And then told the black people that they are cursed. They flipped it upside down. Turned it, put the head to the bottom and the bottom to the top. That's all they did. Okay, now you got the black people over here. And child, I can't even, Lord, I almost got triggered when this thought that came up in my mind. You got the black people over here because they won't do their due diligence. In that same book, they attest to the fact and agree with the edits when the edits told them that they are cursed. And they believe that what the white people is doing to the blacks is because God himself, which is a woman, cursed us blacks. So then we submit to the lie that the white people told when they say they the head and not the tail. That's not true. When they say that the people over there in the biblical days are white, and white people ain't been around but a certain amount of years. Black people have been here since the beginning. White people were not around from the beginning. See, I'm tired. And then you got black people that go to institutions and colleges and get fucking degrees, excuse me for my language, and bring that dumb shit back and then stand and beat yourself in the chest and say, well, I got a master's in divinity. We don't care. Because you're stupid still. You're still dumb. But it's not just about them being dumb. It's really about the brain damage. They don't have new pathways in their brain because religion has stopped that from being a... Listen, they are saying now, please do not take your child into a church and allow them to be indoctrinated. Please don't do that, because you're going to cause damage to the brain, and that damage cannot be repaired unless God himself, the God of the Bible, not the God of the Bible, excuse me, that's a habit, but the God of the universe, fix it. I just can't. I cannot, y'all. So, no. God is not a man. The white colonizers did that. They blamed the fall of mankind on a woman. They were jealous of the feminine energy and the power that women had and the abilities that women had. The white man was always been jealous. He jealous of everything. Jealous of black men and the size of their penises. Jealous of everything. Jealous of a black man and his body anatomy. Just jealous. And back in those days, jealous of women. What kind of woman? Jealous of the brown woman. Jealous of her strength. Jealous of her wisdom. Just jealous. I'm just so sad. You know, if I was a white person, I'd be ashamed. I'm serious. If I was a white person, I would be ashamed of the history. Y'all, there are no other channels on YouTube like mine. I listen to wonderful people on TikTok, and, I do my research. Y'all know I always do. And I do a lot of meditating and a lot of thinking within my own soul. If I was a Caucasian person, I would be ashamed of my ancestors. And I would do my best to correct it and to tell my children. Let me just get into this for a minute. If I was a Caucasian woman and I had 5 children. And I lived in America. I would say, listen, first of all, there's no such a thing as white supremacists. We're not smarter, we're not better than anybody, but we've been more vicious. We've been barbaric. We are the most violent people on the face of the earth throughout our existence, which has not been long. Black people were here first. Black people are authentic to the earth. We are not. We do have animal DNA, and I don't know exactly where we came from. In saying all of this, my children, we still can be great people, but we've got to be honest with ourselves about everything. And we've got to not operate in white privilege. And we've got to tell the truth, no matter what. Boss said, that's the truth, period. Period. We're done. We're done with the forest. We're done with it all. We're done. Now, getting back to what I said at the beginning of the live. Washington, the Congress, the Senate, the elites, the government, period, have been listening to the conscious community. And through the mouths of the conscious community and the awakenness, because a lot of people are awakening to these truths, is the reason why this ball is rolling now. Because the church couldn't make it roll. The church is quiet. The church is docile. The church is worthless. The church is asleep. They are not movers and shakers. They're not courageous. They are not bold. Now, I'm going to tell you something, though. That Jamal Bryant in Atlanta, he moving and shaking. It wouldn't shock me that if Jamal Bryant is conscious, but he just can't tell the world. Because if he speak that to them Christians, they will stone him like they stone everybody that wakes up to the fact that Jesus Christ is not who white people say that he is. When the black church can acknowledge that they have been lied to, when the black church can acknowledge that they are full of fear and that they really have no courage, then it'll be a happy day. But until they wake up to that fact and they stop preaching for money, it's almost like, it just reminds me of, like me in my life, for example. Some people are not willing, and I'm referencing Christians, and I mean it, especially the ones that make money off of ministry. These people are not willing to let go of their bags. They're not willing to do that. And in my opinion, they are narcissists, because the only thing that matters to them is money. Morals, values, ethics, and truth. I'm talking about the real truth. I'm not talking about no fucking play truth. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about Bible stories truth, because those stories are not authentic. It's not real. But the truth is that book has been edited by colonizers. They have whitewashed the whole book, just like they turned Jesus' face white. It's the same thing. Not only did they do it with picture, they did it with words, with spells, with writings, with printings on the paper. That's it. Nobody has to say anything else. That's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. That's the whole wagon. That's the whole thing. Until the black man stands up in the holy place, or the black woman, and says, guys, listen, God is real, but not in this book. Good morning, K-Star. How you doing? Good morning. Cheryl Grabowski is going to keep on shouting it to the mountaintop, because it is my duty to tell these spineless cowards that what's binding them is completely imaginary. It's not real. Good morning. Can y'all thumbs up the live, and could y'all copy the link? The Bible. That is the book for me. I stand upon the word of God. The Bible. Oh, you stand upon it? Well, it's lies. You stand upon the lie? Oh, it's not real. Oh, the black church is so asleep. Will you awaken, black church? When will you, or if you will, or We always talking about narcissism on this channel. Why do y'all think, if y'all really think about it, I talk about narcissism a lot, right? Because I tried in the beginning to not come to my YouTube and talk about religion. But the more I learned about narcissism, the more I saw religion. Narcissism and religion go hand in hand. Don't you think it was narcissistic to turn Jesus white? What you think? Do you not think that the person, King James and his entourage, when they found the scrolls or apprehended the scrolls, or however they came into contact with those scrolls, the scrolls they won't edit themselves. You know what I mean? The person who handles the scrolls and the edits, they're the ones with the power to do what they will, or what they might, or what they want. We talking about somebody that had his mother's head cut off. He hated women. He was a faggot. In the worst way. Is he a faggot because he was same gender loving? No. He's a faggot because he beheaded his mother, to me, and he's a bitch. So he turned Jesus white, him and his entourage. And he told a lie about Eve, because if you cut your mama's head off and you thrust yourself into men's lower parts, then you hate women. And so Eve is responsible for the fall of mankind, and she wasn't. Because he's a faggot. Faggots do things like that. Not same gender loving. I don't have no problem with same gender loving men, because they are men that just like men. But King James was a faggot. He had his mother's head cut off. King James is the founder of the Bible. You can't separate the two. There is no separation. The church likes to separate it. I'm not going to let them do that. You know, they the ones that say line upon line, Cheryl Grabowski, precept upon precept. Okay, yeah, line upon line. The first line is, who edited that book? Who did that? Oh, it was King James. Oh, he wrote the book of demonology. Yes. Oh, he had an infatuation with demons and all of the most horrible things that you could imagine. Yes. Oh, okay. That's what's wrong with the book of Revelation. Oh, yes. Because, see, the book of demonology and the book of Revelation, those books kind of go hand in hand. You know, people have thought for years that whoever wrote the book of Revelation had to be on drugs. Or, you know, was over there, you know, eating them certain type of plants that make you high as a kite. Because whoever wrote it, their imagination had gone wild. But it's narcissistic too, because it's threatening to put people in an internal inferno for questioning for questioning its authentication or its an authenticity. Like, no, authenticity. No, I'm going to question it. I'm going to question everything. I'm going to. It's my right as a human. So King James, the homosexual, homicidal, infatuated with demons guy and his entourage, turned Jesus' brown face white and then whitewashed the book from Genesis to Revelation, and then convinced the black people that they were under a curse, just like MAGA right now. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? We can tie that right into MAGA right now. It's the same type of tactic. What is MAGA doing? They're rewriting his story. What did King James do? Oh, he edited. He whitewashed. So what do you call that? Oh, he rewrote the history of the scrolls. Oh, they never changed their methods, honey. They never changed their methods. What is MAGA against? Black and brown people. Well, what was King James against? Oh, he was against black and brown people too. Oh, what year is this? Oh, this is 2025. Oh, when did they do that? Oh, 2000 some years ago, child. Oh, these people ain't changed in all this time. Child, no. Doing the same thing. Oh, where the black people, what do they think about it? Oh, they still scared of the place called hell that King James made up. Oh, they can't see the forest from the trees. No. They still dumb. Why? Oh, because they keep going into the universities where those books tell them and validate what King James said. Oh, really? Yeah. So they go into the colleges to be indoctrinated, just like they do in the churches. Oh, wow. So the black church is still blind? Yes. On a Sunday morning, they're still blind, or you just say they're asleep. But why though, Cheryl Grabowski? Because they're scared. They don't have courage. They're scared, just like Jasmine Crockett said to Congress. She said she worked with them every day. They don't have any courage. Jasmine Crockett is like Cheryl Grabowski. I got plenty of courage. Yep. King James, his entourage. He's the homosexual that beheaded his mother and wrote the book of demonology. Whitewashed the Bible, gave it to the blacks. And the blacks are still hypnotized by it. Meanwhile, the evangelicals done partner with the white nationalists and the Ku Klux Klan, and they are flowing from the book of Hitler. See, those are 4 tiers. They're all together, and they're against the blacks now. They don't like Obama, any other high-profile black. They don't like celebrity blacks or political blacks. They're firing high-profile blacks and taking their jobs from them. They are changing policies and laws that will strip the power from the blacks. They're doing everything that King James and them always did. The black churches sleep. Y'all need to wake up, okay? We're done. We're done. We need the black church to wake up. You guys are asleep. You are following doctrine. You are following doctrine so the pastor can get his tithes and offerings, okay? You guys are sitting in church listening to the narcissist. The narcissist doesn't know God, neither can he ever know God, he or she. The Bible is not a spiritual book, okay? It's a book of man and woman and what they think about God. Okay? It's not. There's nothing spiritual about it. Matter of fact, if you are Christian, you're worshiping the Bible, you are asleep. You're not even spiritual at all. That's the earthly book. You have not ascended. Okay? I'm just telling you. I'm sorry to tell you, honey. Y'all are indoctrinated Christians. You have sat in church for 10, 20, 30, 40 years and you've not learned one thing. You are doing what King James wanted. You are following the colonizers' lead. You are following the colonizers' lead. Nobody cares if they've built beautiful edifices. Look at our president. He builds beautiful edifices. So does P. Diddy. So does Putin. There are lots of places that are built that are beautiful. Just because you build beautiful churches doesn't mean that God lives there. Not at all. We don't care about that. We don't care about the air conditioners. We don't care. We don't care. Y'all are doing that stuff for money. Church is a corporation, okay? It goes all the way to the Catholic Church and it comes down to the local church. The biggest organization, I believe it's the biggest organization known, actually, is church. Biggest institution and corporation. Big business. Bigger than Walmart. bigger than Belts. Bigger than the Hilton. Bigger than all of that. It's the church. The CHURCH. Yeah. You guys are indoctrinated. You do not understand. You guys are worshiping Jesus. That's an idol. You're worshiping the Bible itself. That's an idol. God is in you, through you, as you. Not the basic instructions before leaving the earth. Not that. If you're following that, you're a narcissist. Bottom line. Because you're looking at something external to show you the way when the way is already inside you. But anyway, we've been live long enough. Kisses and hugs. I'll see y'all later on today. Y'all have a wonderful day. I hope the right people listen to this. It looked like only thing the most people that listen to it is indoctrinated Christians, but it's okay. All right, I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Y'all have a wonderful day. See y'all in just a little bit, actually, after I get beautiful and cook breakfast. Bye, guys.